morning, everyone. It's Dave, and we're back for our next reading of the Old Testament. I'm here at work, so we'll be reading out of my New King James Version. So for those of you that have been following along, you know that we're in Genesis chapter 16, and if you don't have a Bible, you can go to Bible.com and read for free, or you can download the YouVersion app, and that works on any Android or iOS device, and you can read for free as well on there. Minus the cost of your plan. So anyways, so chapter 16 today. Get on my old man reading glasses here. Looks like we have one topic, Hagar and Ishmael, for 16 verses. So if you're ready, we will go ahead and get started. Now Sarah, Abram's wife, had borne him no children, and she had an Egyptian maidservant whose name was Hagar. So Sarah said to Abram, "See now, the Lord has restrained me from bearing children. Please go in to my maid, perhaps I shall obtain children by her." And Abram heeded the voice of Sarah. Then Sarah, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan. So he went in to Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress became despised in her eyes. Then Sarah said to Abram, "My wrong be upon you. I gave you my maid in your embrace, and when she saw that she had conceived, I became despised in her eyes. The Lord judge between you and me." So Abram said to Sarah, "Indeed, your maid is in your hand. Do to her as you please." And when Sarah dealt harshly with her, she fled from her presence. Now the angel of the Lord found her by a spring of water in the wilderness, by the spring on the way to Shur. And he said, "Hagar, Sarah's maid, where have you come from, and where are you going?" She said, "I am fleeing the presence of my mistress Sarah." The angel of the Lord said to her, "Return to your mistress and submit yourself under her hand." Then the angel of the Lord said to her, "I will multiply your descendants exceedingly, so that they shall not be counted for the multitude." And the angel of the Lord said to her, "Behold, you are with child. You shall bear a son. You shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord has heard your affliction. He shall be a wild man. His hand shall be angry against every man, and every man's hand against him. And he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren." Then she called the name of the Lord who spoke to her, "You are the God who sees." For she said, "Have I also here seen him who sees me?" Therefore the well was called Bir Lahai. Observe, it is between Kadesh and Bered. So Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram named his son, whom Hagar bore, Ishmael. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Ishmael to Abram. That concludes chapter 16 of the book of Genesis. Hope you enjoyed that reading today. Thanks so much for joining me this morning here in my car before I go to work. It's always good to spend a little time with God in the morning. I tend to try and, it seems like as of lately, spend time with it before I go to bed, and maybe that's not the best way to do about it, but so I think in the morning is probably the best time, and I'm going to try and do better at it. So thanks so much for joining me. It's a little bit brighter day today. It's still not warm, but I can't complain. The sun's out a little bit today, so that makes me smile. All right, from Central Texas, thank you so much for joining me. God bless.
When life keeps falling and wonder where he is in all this mess, he's right there to guide you. Unseen, you're not alone.